There are moments when the world feels heavy. Not loud, not chaotic, but quietly heavy, as if something unseen presses against your spirit, as if your presence no longer carries weight. In those moments, you may begin to wonder, does it matter that you are here? Does your effort change anything? Does your quiet endurance mean anything at all? Listen carefully. The world still needs your light, not the kind that seeks attention, not the kind that demands recognition, but the steady, enduring light that comes from simply being awake, aware, and willing to continue. You may not see it clearly, you may not feel it every day, but your presence creates ripples beyond your sight. A kind word you almost did not say. A moment of patience when anger was easier. A choice to endure instead of collapse. These are not small things. They never were. You have been taught to measure worth by noise, by achievement, by visible impact. But the deeper truths of life are quieter. A stable mind is rare. A disciplined heart is rare. A person who chooses awareness over reaction is rare. And that is where your light resides. You are not here by accident. You are not here merely to consume time. You are here to shape your inner world, and through it influence the outer one, even when no one notices. Especially then. There will be days when your strength feels distant, days when your thoughts turn against you, days when it would seem easier to withdraw, to dim yourself, to disappear into numbness. But this is where your practice begins, not in comfort, not in certainty, but in the quiet decision to remain present, to remain aware, to remain standing within yourself. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be fearless. You only need to continue. That is the beginning of strength. The mind will wander. It will doubt. It will question your purpose. Let it. You are not your doubts. You are not your fears. You are the one who observes them. And in that observation, there is freedom. The world does not need another person chasing noise. It does not need another restless mind. It needs steadiness. It needs clarity. It needs those who can endure without losing themselves. It needs you, not because you are extraordinary in the way the world defines it, but because you are capable of becoming steady in a world that is not. So take a breath, not to escape, but to arrive. You are here. You are aware. And that alone matters more than you think. Reflection and rising strength. You have faced more than you often admit. Not always battles that others could see. Not always struggles that could be explained in words. But internal conflicts. Quiet wars. Moments where your own mind felt like an opponent. And still, you are here. This is not weakness. This is evidence. Evidence that you endure. The Stoic path is not about avoiding hardship. It is about understanding it. It is about seeing clearly what belongs to you and what does not. Your thoughts belong to you. Your actions belong to you. Your judgments belong to you. But the world, the outcomes, the opinions of others, these do not belong to you. And yet, how often have you carried them as if they did? You have worried about things beyond your reach. You have replayed moments that cannot be changed. You have feared outcomes that have not yet arrived. This is the burden that exhausts you. Not reality, but resistance to it. Let it go. Not with force, not with frustration, but with understanding. You cannot control everything. You were never meant to. But you can control how you respond. This is where your power begins. When something disturbs you, pause. When anger rises, observe it. When fear speaks, listen, but do not obey. You are not required to react to every thought. You are not required to follow every emotion. You are allowed to stand still within yourself. There is strength in that stillness. The world will test you. It will present obstacles, delays, disappointments. It will not adjust itself to your expectations. So you must adjust your perspective, not by lowering your standards, but by strengthening your discipline. You do not control whether hardship comes, but you control whether it breaks you or shapes you. Every challenge carries a choice: to complain or to understand, to resist or to adapt, to collapse or to endure. And endurance is not loud. It does not announce itself. It does not demand recognition. It is quiet, steady, unmoving, like a flame that refuses to go out, even in strong wind. This is your light, not the absence of struggle, but the decision to remain steady within it. You may feel alone at times, as if your efforts go unseen, as if your quiet discipline has no witness. But this is where your character is formed, not in applause, but in silence, not in ease, but in resistance. Every moment you choose patience over reaction, you grow stronger. Every moment you choose clarity over confusion, you grow steadier. Every moment you choose awareness over impulse, you become more free. This is not a quick transformation. It is a gradual one. Like stone shaped by water, like a tree growing without hurry, you are becoming, even when it feels like nothing is happening, especially then. So do not rush your progress. Do not measure your worth by speed. Measure it by direction. Are you becoming more aware? More disciplined? More in control of your reactions? If the answer is yes, you are already moving forward. And even if the answer feels uncertain, the fact that you are asking means you have not given up. That matters. Your light is not in perfection. It is in persistence, not in never falling, but in rising again, quietly, without complaint. So continue, even when it feels slow, even when it feels unnoticed, because every moment of awareness is a step toward freedom. Endurance, discipline, and inner mastery. There will be days when continuing feels difficult, days when your energy is low, when your thoughts are scattered, when your motivation fades into silence. On those days, discipline must carry you, not forceful discipline, not harsh or punishing, but steady, quiet commitment. You do what must be done, not because you feel like it, but because it is aligned with who you are becoming. This is where true strength is revealed. Anyone can act with clarity when conditions are easy. Anyone can remain calm when nothing is tested. But you are shaping yourself for something deeper. You are learning to remain steady when the mind is restless, to remain patient when time feels slow, to remain focused when distractions pull at you. This is mastery, not over the world, but over yourself. You must understand something clearly. Your mind will not always cooperate. It will resist discipline. It will seek comfort. It will create excuses that sound reasonable. I will start tomorrow. This is too much right now. It does not matter. Do not argue with these thoughts. Do not fight them. See them. Recognize them for what they are, temporary impulses. And then, return to your path, again, and again, and again. This repetition is not failure. It is training. Each time you return, you strengthen your will. Each time you resist distraction, you sharpen your focus. And slowly, almost invisibly, you change. You become less reactive, less dependent on mood, less influenced by external noise. You become stable. This stability is your foundation. Without it, the world can shake you. With it, you remain grounded. Even when everything around you shifts. There is also strength in silence. Not the silence of avoidance, but the silence of control. You do not need to respond to every opinion. You do not need to prove yourself to everyone. You do not need to fill every moment with words. Sometimes, the strongest response is no response. Sometimes, the greatest clarity comes from stillness. In that stillness, you begin to see more clearly. You see how fleeting emotions are, how temporary problems can be, how much energy is wasted on things that do not matter. And with that clarity comes peace. Not perfect peace, not constant peace, but a deeper, more stable kind. A peace that exists beneath the surface. Even when you are challenged, it remains. Even when you are tested, it holds. Because it is built on understanding. You begin to understand that suffering is not always avoidable, but it is always instructive. Pain shows you where you are attached. Difficulty shows you where you can grow. Discomfort shows you where discipline is needed. So do not run from it. Face it. Learn from it. Allow it to shape you. This does not mean you must enjoy suffering. It means you must not fear it. Because within it, there is strength waiting to be discovered. You are stronger than you think. Not because you have never struggled, but because you have continued despite it. And that is the essence of your light. Not brightness without darkness, but persistence within it. So when the days feel heavy, when your thoughts feel uncertain, when your path feels unclear, return to what you can control. Your breath, your focus, your next action. Nothing more is required, and nothing less will lead you forward.